to the Silver State of Nevada for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Here we are in the entertainment capital of the world as Formula One prepares to take over the Las Vegas Strip. As night falls, the stars will be coming out, and we're in for a spectacular show, both on and off the track. Not many would envy the job of a team principal in a situation like this. A strong result is imperative here to win back the confidence of the board. And with that, I think it's time to get started. There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
Qualifying is when F1's most glamorous street circuit really comes into its own. With cars on full throttle down a huge section of the Las Vegas Strip, getting tires into the optimal temperature range will be crucial to setting a good time here.
We can see the Ferrari driver there, Karun. How do you think they're going to be feeling heading into qualifying?
It hasn't been a great showing from the team's drivers so far. Neither will want to be left behind, and I'm sure they'll both be looking to pull ahead today.
Hold on tight, because we're getting underway.
We finally made it, guys. Hello, how are all of you doing? We're in the final round of this World Cup. My name is Chris, otherwise known as CFRacing, and we are in Las Vegas. It's Vegas, baby. Let's go. We have two title fights, I'm not going to lie. We have three drivers in the title fight right now. Verstappen, Leclerc, and Hamilton. Verstappen, 122 points. Leclerc is sitting in P2, 14 points behind him, and Hamilton is 23 points behind Max Verstappen. So, Charles Leclerc needs to finish at least on the podium, and Verstappen has to not score any points for Charles Leclerc to win. Hamilton needs to win the race, pretty much, and Verstappen and Leclerc basically just don't need to score any points for Hamilton to win. In terms of the Constructors' Championship, the United Kingdom is, I think, 43 points ahead of the international team for P1 right now. It's looking pretty good for the international, for the United Kingdom. They're looking like they can win, but anything could happen today. I'll keep you guys updated as the session goes on. I don't know why Verstappen and Nick De Vries and Russell all have notifications there. I don't know if they have like engine penalties or engine issues. Not sure. I didn't change anything going into the final race, so I'm not sure what's really going on there. But we are in Las Vegas, everybody. And let me know in the comment section who you guys are excited to see heading into the final round. Should be very exciting going into this. All right, here we go, everybody. We got 2 minutes to go here in Q1. The drivers in the drop zone are Logan Sargent, Antonio Giovinazzi, who's just going out now. He wants to be really late. Daruvula is in the drop zone. Kush Miney is in the drop zone. I hope one of them make it. I want to watch Q2. Antonelli is in the drop zone. And obviously the GOAT, Nicholas Latifi, is in the drop zone. Charles Leclerc is on excellent form right now. He had a great race in 2023 in Vegas. And currently, as I'm recording this, the actual Las Vegas Grand Prix in 2024 is going on. I just watched qualifying. Congrats, Russell, for getting pole. Very exciting there. Verstappen, I still don't know why he has that notification, exclamation mark. If you guys want to let me know, that would be fantastic. Is anybody on a lap? Antonelli looks like he just finished a lap. I think Charles Leclerc is just in Sector 1 right now. But we're going to go on board with the GOAT, Nicholas Latifi. Having quite an interesting World Cup so far. He started off very slow, 0 points in the first 3 races, but then he scored 2 points in Australia, got a podium in Singapore, got P5 in Saudi Arabia, and then he scored points ever since. He scored 4 in Brazil, and he scored 1 point in Canada. He's on a roll right now, Nicholas Latifi is. I can't believe I'm saying this. He's currently sitting 12th in the standings. He's ahead of drivers like Piastri, drivers like Hulkenberg. He's been doing fantastic in this World Cup, and we'll see if Nicholas Latifi can make it into Q2 here. He's got a little slow through there. We're in the final section right here, the final corner. Now it's just a flat burst to the line. Can Latifi put his car into Q2? Let's see if he comes across the line. Is Nick De Vries? Oh my goodness, he puts that car into P1. A lot of track evolution. De Vries puts that car into 16th. Piastri now is in the drop zone. Is Oscar Piastri going to be eliminated? Piastri, oh, he looks like he got held up. Piastri is out of qualifying. That sucks for Oscar Piastri. Fernando Alonso was pretty close to the drop zone. He's sitting in P14 as he's going down. I believe this is the main strip. I don't know where. I think this is where he is on the track. No, he's in Sector 1, so he's not down the strip yet. But Alonso Alonso, he definitely doesn't want to get held up here. Look at these spotlights that we got going on the track. And Alonso, he's got a decent, looks like, slipstream between whatever that Dutch car was ahead of him there. I can't believe that lap that Nick de Vries did. I don't know, like I said, I don't know why they have those exclamation points there. Could really be anything. Speaking of, I talked about Latifi's World Cup. What about Fernando Alonso? Started off really well. Scored points in the first 3 races, then the next 3 races scored 0 points, then the 3 races after, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and Brazil, he scored again. Alonso puts that car high enough to make it into Q2. So Alonso has had a pretty solid World Cup so far, and also a return for Sebastian Vettel we got in this World Cup. Vettel has been pretty solid. Almost every race he's been in, he's scored points, except for Silverstone, Singapore. He didn't score in Saudi Arabia and Brazil, so really about half the races he scored points in. Not too bad for him. Lance Stroll puts that car in a P1. Vettel puts that car into P7 at the moment. Hamilton has done enough to make it into Q2. What about Kush Miney and Jehan Druvula? Both Team India cars that I am completely controlling. Can they make it into Q2? They really need to. Hopefully there's no traffic. Doesn't look like there was any traffic there. Druvula is yellow in Sector 1. He's green in Sector 2. What about Kush Miney? They've been terrible in qualifying recently. I haven't been able to watch Q2 since I think Saudi Arabia or something. They've been terrible. Ricardo is purple in Sector 1. He's looking pretty solid. So is Hulkenberg. He had a purple Sector 2. Ocon is also green in Sector 1. He's improving. Looks like Latifi is going to be eliminated. Sargent's eliminated. Daruvula is out. Come on, Kush Miney. Don't let me down. I want to watch Q2. Where can Kush Miney put this car? Please make it into Q2. Kush Miney. Oh my goodness. He goes P20. These guys are so bad in qualifying. I can't believe it. So it looks like if Giovinazzi does end up making a good lap here, he will knock out Jack Crawford, and everyone else will be decided. Everything will be decided. Giovinazzi does not improve. So at the moment in Q1, it looks like Nicholas Latifi is out. Oscar Piastri, again, is out in Q1. Logan Sargent, what a car, by the way, is out in Q1. Kush Miney, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Jehan Druvula are all out in Q1. So I'm going to have to simulate the rest of qualifying again. I should have picked a different team, because these guys always get out in Q1. But, well, what can you do? Alrighty, let's take a look at who is going to be the fastest in qualifying when I click the button right now. And on pole is, it's Lewis Hamilton. Where's Max Verstappen? Lewis Hamilton is on pole here in Las Vegas with they make it a United Kingdom. This is kind of like real life right now. With United Kingdom in P2. Hamilton and Russell looking quick. Charles Leclerc is in 3rd. Alonso's 4th. Sebastian Vettel is 5th with Lance Stroll 6th. Sainz 7th. Previously race winner Daniel Ricciardo is in 8th. Nico Hulkenberg's 9th. And Jack Crawford actually put that car into P10. There is Max Verstappen. Oh, what has happened there? He barely beat Nick de Vries. Max Verstappen is in 11th. Looks like Ocon has a grid penalty. Nick de Vries is 12th. Ocon is 13th. Albon's 14th. Andrea Giovinazzi's 15th. And in 16th, the last driver to make it to Q2 is Pierre Gasly. So, guys, we have one race to go. It is all to play for. Hamilton versus Leclerc versus Max Verstappen, or will it be the United Kingdom versus the international team? As it stands, it looks like United Kingdom is in the driver's seat for the Constructors' Championship, but we'll just have to see.
The city of Las Vegas is abuzz with excitement, and the drivers now ready themselves for 50 laps under the lights.
Las Vegas is a super fast street circuit, and the long straight along the dazzling strip could be a tempting and yet challenging place to try and overtake.
Formula One's highest speed street circuit promises incredible action up and down the Las Vegas Strip. Racing at night means track temperatures will be lower, so data from free practice 2 could be crucial to managing both qualifying and the Grand Prix. Welcome to race day, and before we get down to it, last minute checks are being made. Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. A chance for the Aston Martin driver to show what they can do.
It's a P17 grid start for them in this race, but maybe they can get through the pack cleanly and move up the field.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. The atmosphere is electric here for the Las
It's the final race of the World Cup. It's a 14-point gap between Leclerc and Max Verstappen. Leclerc starting 3rd, Verstappen starting in 11th. We got a good start there for Lewis Hamilton. It's like an ice rink outside right now. It is so cold. It's 10 degrees as Hamilton has retained the lead. Russell has, it looks like he has a little bit of damage. I don't know what that penalty, that little exclamation part's for. Leclerc has managed to keep this up into, he's on hards, by the way. Leclerc has managed to go side by side with George Russell as Vettel is in 4th. Verstappen is in 10th. He did end up gaining a place. He's scoring a point right now, and as it stands, they'd be tied actually in the World Drivers' Championship. Leclerc and Verstappen currently a 14-point difference. And if you take a look at race wins, Verstappen has 4, Leclerc has 3. Verstappen would be winning the Drivers' Championship if it stays like this right now. But as it stands right now, also the United Kingdom would be absolutely dominating the World Constructors' Championship. Look at the tires right now. Hamilton is on mediums. Russell and Leclerc are both on hards. Verstappen, though, is on softs. He knows he has to make it up in as high as he can earlier on in this race, or else he really is not going to have any chance at all. But Leclerc is falling off the back here. Looks like both the United Kingdom cars have excellent race pace so far in lap 1. I guess they were able to get the tires warmed up. There's Sebastian Vettel. He's had a pretty solid World Cup so far. He's qualified that car into P4. He's been doing pretty solid. But will it be a battle between Hamilton and George Russell today? I mean, if Leclerc and Verstappen, both DNF, Hamilton, if he wins, he will be the driver's champion in this World Cup. Like I said, anything can happen here in Las Vegas. I've done many simulations of Vegas in the past, and there's so many different World Cups and so many things, or not World Cups, so many different red flags and anything that could happen. It looks like Leclerc has finally fired those tires up, but Hamilton is probably going to be the horse and carriage for all these drivers right now. As you can see, Lewis Hamilton is on the medium tires. He's got those tires probably warmed up right away. But let's watch Max Verstappen. He's behind Nico Hülkenberg at the moment. We're going to have to see what he can do. As Russell is battling Lewis Hamilton right now. Russell is in the lead. Hamilton, has really just put the blocker down on Charles Leclerc. Now he's battling Fernando Alonso. And as it stands at the moment, now Max Verstappen is still going to be leading and winning the the Drivers' Championship, as Hamilton really just put the blocker there. Leclerc needs really a P2 or a win today, as Verstappen, he really can't finish any higher than 7th. Anything higher than 7th, Max Verstappen does end up winning the championship. The championship is probably all I'm going to talk about today, and it looks like the Constructors, as it stands right now, is completely wrapped, as the United Kingdom is 1-2, and they are already leading the championship. But like I said, anything could happen, and by anything I mean Hamilton and Russell. If they keep battling like this, things might get a little spicy between the two, as Russell has still maintained the lead. Good driving there for Mr. George. I think it was a smart decision for the United Kingdom to put George in the car instead of Lando Norris. As you can see, look how excellent he has been performing. Speaking of performing, look at Fernando Alonso. He's been on top form recently, as we are 3 wide. Alonso is in the lead, as we got Hamilton and Leclerc. That's Russell as well. Alonso's in the lead. Leclerc is now battling Hamilton. Russell goes from 1st to 4th in a straightaway. That's just how overpowered the DRS is here in the F1 Manager game with equal cars. Verstappen is still running in 10th, by the way. Doesn't look like there's no DRS down this straightaway, but I think Hamilton might make a send here on Fernando Alonso. No, he doesn't. He does think a little better of it. Interesting driving there for Hamilton. If I were him, I probably would have tried to get away, but look at this. The 2 drivers who are on medium tires, Alonso and Hamilton, are currently 1-2 in this race. Then we got 2 hard tires of Leclerc and Russell, and behind them is Carlos Sainz on softs putting pressure. I think Spain is looking like they're in a good position right now, as Hamilton and Alonso are battling shades of 2007, even shades of last weekend out in Canada. Fernando Alonso is in the lead of this race. Hamilton P2 and Charles Leclerc 3rd. As it stands right now, Max Verstappen would be winning the championship, but if Charles Leclerc can get up into P2, he could be putting the pressure on the Dutchman, who is on soft tires, by the way, and Hülkenberg ahead of him is on hards. If I were Verstappen, I'd be getting a move on right now. I don't know why he's not, really, but he's just minding his own business and racing as much as he can. We are going to be going down the back straight right now. Let's see what's going to happen here. Is this the back straight? I can never tell which one's the back straight on the track. Alonso, it doesn't look like Hamilton's going to have DRS. He's going to probably stay behind Fernando Alonso. Then we're going to have a braking zone. Yes, we're going to have the braking zone right now. No, we got the DRS enabled now. We are down the back straight. Everybody's going to try to go 3 wide. Alonso's in the lead. Russell second. Hamilton third. Charles Leclerc is now down to 5th. I don't know how the heck that managed to happen. We are 1 by 2 by 2. It is very close between everybody. Alonso still in the lead of this race. Somehow managed to defend without having DRS. Looks like Charles Leclerc didn't end up defending his former or his current teammate, but going to be former teammate Carlos Sainz. Hamilton is in second, Russell's third, Leclerc somehow still in fourth, Sainz, and that is Lance Stroll. No, Sainz and Charles Leclerc now are going to be side by side heading into turn 1. Sainz does have the soft tire, so it probably would be best for Leclerc if he does let this one go, but no, he does not. At the stands, Verstappen would be ahead by, I think, 3 points. We have yellow flags somewhere. I don't know where those yellow flags were. I didn't see anybody drop through the grid. Maybe Daruvula? Yeah, it was Daruvula. He is 2 seconds behind there as Hamilton and Alonso battled for the lead, and I just completely missed it because I was watching Daruvula there. My bad on that one. But I think this is going to be a lap after lap DRS swap battle. Looks like Nick DeVries also had a lock up. He's running in 12th. Maybe he'll score points today. We'll have to see. Verstappen currently up into 9th, so now Leclerc will finish 2nd or higher to win this Drivers' Championship. Verstappen had a terrible race out in Canada. He could have clinched. But he decided, Esteban Ocon decided just to take him out, which is so random. I don't know why Esteban Ocon even, thought of doing that. But now we're going to go down the back straight again, everybody. Let's see what will happen between Alonso, between Hamilton, between Russell, between Charles Leclerc. We're on lap 4. Everything is to play for right now. Let's see who's got the best. I mean, they're all equal cars, but who's got the best straight line speed? Who's got the best slipstream? Everybody has the DRS right now. I think Hamilton's going to drop a few positions. That goes Alonso to the lead. What about Hamilton and George Russell? What about Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc? We're going to go 3 wide. I thought we were going to go 3 wide. That would have been very bold. Looks like Hamilton is going to defend P2. I don't know why both their helmets are green for some reason. Because when I actually show the drivers, they have their blue helmets. Very strange. But Hamilton is battling George Russell right now for P2. And as it stands right now, I want to run down the grid and talk about each driver in this World Cup. Fernando Alonso is leading this race, having a decent World Cup right now. He's P6 in the driver standings. He's P1 in this race, best finishing position this World Cup. He's finished 3rd twice in Silverstone and in Canada. Lewis Hamilton, I've said this many times, he's got 5 P2s in this World Cup. He really wants to win. I mean, it would be an excellent performance for Hamilton. The consistency has been unbelievable, and you can see now he's back in the lead. Charles Leclerc running in 3rd right now. As it stands, he'd be losing to Max Verstappen in this World Cup. But Charles Leclerc has 3 wins. He's got a P3 in Brazil. He's currently sitting 3rd. He needs P2 or higher as it stands to win the championship. George Russell, after not running the first 2 races, Russell has been pretty much the best United Kingdom driver since he started driving. He has a he's got 2 P2s, he's got 2 P3s, excuse me, and he has a win, or not win, he has a P2 in Singapore. Lost out to Charles Leclerc on the last lap. Carlos Sainz, he is he's running 5th right now, but he's 8th in the standings. He started the World Cup excellently, and then he hasn't scored. He scored 1 time since the first 3 races. Sebastian Vettel, 4-time World Drivers Champion. He's running 10th in the driver's standings, running 6th in this race. He's been pretty solid, best finishing position of 5th. Lance Stroll, kind of an unsung hero in this World Cup. He has a P2, a P1, and a P3, or a P4, excuse me. He's running 7th. What just happened there? That was very slow through that corner there. Lance Stroll currently sitting 5th in the driver's standings at 70 points. He's been unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, Daniel Ricciardo has been amazing in this World Cup. He's got 2 P2s and he has a win. He's sitting 4th in the driver's standings, and it could be more. Charles Leclerc now is up into P2. As it stands, he would be winning the driver's standings like this. Absolutely unbelievable scenes right now for Charles Leclerc, the best driver at the moment in this World Cup. It comes to no surprise. I mean, it could be maybe Charles Leclerc, but it also could be Max Verstappen. He's got 4 wins in this World Cup. In Silverstone, the Netherlands, Jeddah, and in Brazil. He DNF last time out in Brazil, as we're very slow through this corner again. What just happened there? I don't know what's going on. But Verstappen in 9th, currently leading the World Drivers' Championship. If he finishes anywhere higher than 7th, he will be the world champion. Albon in 12th. He's had a pretty solid World Cup right now. He's 9th in the standings. He has a P3 in the round 1. That's been his best result. He's only scored 3 times in this World Cup, and you can see he's dropping off the back right now of Max Verstappen. Nico Hülkenberg is battling Nick DeVries for 11th right now. He's been all right in this World Cup, currently sitting P18. He's been getting end of points finishes, probably 8th to 12th. He's been battling like that. Nick, we got yellow flags somewhere. We got red flags. Red flag is out. What has happened? We have a parking lot here. Who's crashed? That's Charles Leclerc! What happened with Charles Leclerc is he's battling with Fernando Alonso. Alonso puts him in the wall. I think Leclerc's out of this race. Oh no! I think it's World Cup over for Charles Leclerc. He is! He's out of this race. Oh my goodness. I'm heartbroken right now. Totally not biased. I'm absolutely heartbroken for Charles Leclerc. I can't believe that just happened. Alonso puts Leclerc into the wall. Leclerc is out of this race, and that can kiss his championship hopes goodbye. Now it's really going to come down to Hamilton. This is music to Max Verstappen's eyes, I'd have to say right now, as we have battles between Hamilton and Alonso. Hamilton, I can't believe that just happened. Leclerc is out of this race. That is the worst thing that could have happened. That could have had a title fight till the end. But no, Fernando Alonso decided to put Charles Leclerc on the wall. And I can't believe Alonso does not have a penalty for that. That's absolutely unbelievable, terrible racing there for Fernando Alonso. We're going to see what happens with Hamilton and George Russell as well. As I was still running through the grid here, I think I was on Pierre Gasly. We got a parking lot over here. We're going to keep going through the grid. I can't believe that's so unfortunate. Out of all the drivers, it had to be Charles Leclerc. He's so unlucky. Now Hamilton could actually get up into P2 in the standings here because of that DNF. That sucks for Charles Leclerc. I can't believe that just happened. Let's talk about Pierre Gasly now, running 16th in the standings. He's best positioned. He has only got 2 scorings, but one of them was a podium in Saudi Arabia. Ocon, he's doing a little bit better than Pierre Gasly. He's 13th in the standings. He has a best finish of 4th in Saudi Arabia. Nicholas Latifi, another unsung hero in this World Cup. I think at this point, the United Kingdom also has the constructor standings in the bag. I mean, Verstappen, really, all he has to do is, like, not score. And if Hamilton wins like he is right now, he would be the championship, which would be absolutely insane. Latifi has a best finishing position of 3rd. He has a podium in Singapore. Jack Crawford, does he have any points? He doesn't have any points. I don't even know where his best finishing position is. Antonelli, his best finishing position was 10th in Japan, currently sitting 21st. Logan Sargent he's been all right in this World Cup. He has 14 points, best position of 4th in Australia. Oscar Piastri has, he has 6 scoring positions. He scored 6 points 3 times in a row. That's about it. Antonio Giovinazzi, been kind of hit or miss for Team Italy, but he has the best position of 4th. Daruvala, 17th in the standings. His best scoring position was 4th, like 4 points overall. And then Kush Miney, highest overall was P8. Same with Jehan Daruvala. We have Lewis Hamilton still in the lead of this race with, oh, never mind, we got Alonso now in the lead, but they're going to be flip-flopping lap after lap, and I'm just completely sucked out of this title fight right now. Out of all the drivers for the DNF in this race, had to be Charles Leclerc. You can't make that up. That's so unfortunate for the international team. That's going to really give the United Kingdom the Constructors' Championship, and really, honestly, it's going to give Max Verstappen the Drivers' Championship. All he has to do, really, is finish 8th. 8th or higher if Hamilton wins, and Max Verstappen is going to be your Drivers' Championship. But he's not really making the road that I thought he was going to. He is on hards, though, so he's going to be going probably to the end of this race, which is unreal. Could be an unreal strategy for Max Verstappen. But we still got excellent battles between Alonso and Hamilton and Russell and Vettel here. Everybody can win this race today. It's going to be very exciting. Oh, red flags are out again. Look at Lance Stroll. What has happened here? Lance Stroll. Oh, what is that? That's Max Verstappen. Oh my god! I can't believe that. That was both Dutch cars. I was watching the lead of this race. Holy cow. Max Verstappen now is out of this race. I'm going to go to the end on hards. I don't even care. I can't believe what I'm watching right now. Leclerc out. Verstappen out. If Hamilton wins this race, guys, he will be the Drivers' Champion. Like I said, you can't make any of this stuff up. All these guys are going to go to the end on these tires right now. I mean, I'm just going to put them in like light mode and just go to the end. It's it's like an old man battle right now between Vettel, Hamilton, and Alonso. Nick De Vries has a 10-second penalty, but it doesn't matter. It's the last race of this World Cup. We have Verstappen, Stroll, De Vries, and Charles Leclerc out. All of the championship protagonists, really. Hamilton has to win. Out of having, how many P2s does he have? Hamilton has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 P2s, and he could win the championship with a win today. This could be the greatest story in all of motorsport. I can't believe what just happened right now. What are we watching? Is this Formula 1? Nick de Vries kamikazes the back of Verstappen. It's like the world is out to get Max Verstappen right now, because the same thing happened in Canada. He had a like 50-point lead to Lewis Hamilton like 2 races ago. I had Hamilton written out of the championship picture, and now Lewis Hamilton on lap 15 out of 50. We have so much racing to go left in this race, is back in the fight here. If somehow Lewis Hamilton ends up DNFing from this race, I'm just gonna absolutely lose it. Verstappen's gonna win from the pit lane, which would be absolutely unbelievable and probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. But Hamilton is battling Sebastian Vettel, who's battling Fernando Alonso right now. I can't believe I'm saying this. What year are we? 2012? Like, this is unbelievable. You can't make this stuff up, but Hamilton now is going for the lead, and he knows if he wins this race, I'm sure it's been told on the radio, he would be the Drivers' Championship. And currently now, with Verstappen and Charles Leclerc out, I can confirm to you guys that the United Kingdom is your Constructors' Championship. Constructors champion. So all you Brits out there, you can rejoice because Verstappen and Leclerc are having the worst races of their life right now. But congratulations to the United Kingdom. I'm sure they're going to celebrate like heck after this race. It's been a crazy World Cup so far, and it's not over yet because it's going to come down to probably the last lap. Can Lewis Hamilton win this race? He's on hard tires. Vettel's on softs. Hamilton probably going to do a one-stop and go to the end here. This could be absolutely unbelievable, as Vettel's going to try and get away, obviously. I mean, if I were him, I'd do the same thing. He's on softs. Just get up and go, Seb. Drive like the lion that you are, my guy. Drive like the lion that you are. Virtual safety car is out because Pierre Gasly now is out of this race. Gasly is out. What is happening here in Vegas? Let's see. We're watching the replay of Pierre Gasly. What happened? He's just running on his own, by the way. Oh, what is that? Who the heck was that? What the heck was that?
Just like that.
Some car just absolutely just nuked him out of the race there. I can't believe that just happened. That was either Crawford or Logan Sargent. Who was it? Was it Crawford? Crawford has damage, so it clearly can't be Logan Sargent. It could be, but I think Crawford just took Pierre Gasly out of this race. Virtual safety car is out now, by the way. Hamilton is still in the lead of this race. I was going to run through the grid, but might as well do it now. Under the VSC conditions, Hamilton in the lead right now. I've said this many times, but as it stands, he would be the world champion if he wins this race. Anything other than a win, he would not be world champion. Sebastian Vettel is in P2. He's probably going to have to pit again, though, because I don't think softs can go to the end here. Daniel Ricciardo, he's been unbelievable in this World Cup. He could probably finish like P3 in this thing right now, as there was Jack Crawford, as he just got a penalty for that incident. That was really dumb for Jack Crawford. George Russell is in 4th, with Nico Hülkenberg in 5th. Could be a huge points day for Germany, by the way. Alonso in 6th. Alexander Albon in 7th. Nicholas Latifi somehow is in 8th. Carlos Sainz is in P9. Antonio Giovinazzi is in P10. Andrea Kimi Antonelli is running in 11th. Jack Crawford is in 12th. We'll see if anybody also decides to come into the pits during this VSC as well. Logan Sargent is in 13th. Oscar Piastri is doing nothing in this race. He's in 14th. Ocon is in 15th. It looks like both Team India cars are 16th and 17th. They're going to the end clearly on hard tires. We're currently now halfway through this race as Daniel Ricciardo is in the lead with Russell in 2nd, Vettel 3rd, Hamilton on those hards is in 4th. I think Hamilton is in a really good position to win this race today. If it's going to come down to tire where we have about half the race to go, obviously Russell and Vettel are not going to be able to go to the end of this race here. We could get a safety car, and that could obviously throw a spanner in the works, or even another red flag. Obviously it is Las Vegas. We've had 2 already. 2 that took out the 2 drivers ahead of Hamilton. Leclerc and Verstappen got destroyed in no fault of their own. Both of them are out of this race because of red flags that were not caused by them, which is very interesting to see, as Russell's still in the lead of this race. But I think everybody in the United Kingdom is watching Lewis Hamilton. United Kingdom already has the Constructors' Championship wrapped around their fingers. Like, all they got to do is really come across the line. There's really no other team. No, there's literally no team that can even catch them at the moment. Like, it's done and dusted. Maybe if there was a Verstappen still in the race and they got a Dutch 1-2, it would be somehow possible if both United Kingdom drivers DNF. But none of them looks like they are going to DNF, as Hamilton is just driving and trying to stay out of the walls. That's all he has to do, stay out of the walls, Do not crash Lewis. Somehow, if you can avoid anything that took out Verstappen or Leclerc, that's all you need. Where's Fernando Alonso? Because Alonso, after nuking Leclerc into the wall, really, is down to 8th. He was leading for a while, then he just ended up falling down to 8th. That's not, I mean, kind of deserved. Fernando taking out Charles Leclerc, but we're going to the backstretch right now. We have Daniel Ricciardo and George Russell, excuse me. With Hamilton, I think Hamilton might be the best out of all these guys to get out of this position in the lead here. Let's see. We got DRS enabled for Russell, got DNS enabled for Hamilton, and everybody else except Daniel Ricciardo. As Vettel's trying to make a move on Lewis Hamilton. Russell's up into the lead. We're gonna go 3 wide into this corner. That's never gonna work. Oh, please don't. No contact. No contact. No contact was made, and Hamilton is up into P2. That was unbelievable move there. Lewis Hamilton from the middle lane, might I add, is up into P2. Great driving there for Hamilton. Great driving for Ricciardo and Vettel. None of them causing contact there. That could have been terrible for any of the 3 drivers. That could have ended the championship right then and there. Absolutely beautiful. Now Hamilton is up into P2, and if you're George Russell, I mean, I'd let him go. I'm going to be real. If I were George Russell, I'd let him go because I'd want Hamilton to win the Drivers' Championship here. But let's see. Will Hamilton send it on his teammate, George Russell? He does. Russell on softs, Hamilton on hards. Hamilton is back in the lead of this race. Russell, if I were you, I'd park it in every single corner now and let Lewis Hamilton get away. But, I mean, we're only on lap 27 out of 50. Anything could happen. But if I'm team boss for United Kingdom, I'm telling Russell, slow the hell down. That's what I'd be doing. Ooh, Sebastian Vettel's the first driver to come into the pits here. He goes from his soft tires onto a brand new set of hards. He's going to be pushing now until the end of this race here. As Latifi, I don't know what's going on with Latifi. He's been a demon in this World Cup. He's up into 4th, but Vettel has come into the pits. First driver of the softs to come into the pits. He really used a lot of those tires there, so it makes sense why he's in. But yeah, at the moment, it's Ricciardo leading with Hamilton in 2nd. And George Russell. Fernando Alonso, who's on a set of medium tires, is now coming into the pits. I don't remember what tires he started this race on, I'm going to be honest. But he is coming into the pits to go onto a set of hard tires now. Okay, Fernando Alonso is going to be going to the end. We just saw Carlos Sainz also come into the pits the lap before. I didn't record that, my bad. But he's into the pits. Somehow Ricciardo's still in the lead, but look at all these battles between Ricciardo, Latifi. We got Lewis Hamilton battling the GOAT right now, Nicholas Latifi. Hamilton clearly going to be going to the end of this race. I don't know if any of these other guys are, because Alonso was on mediums, and he didn't end up going to the end. I thought he was probably going to try to go to the end. We got Albon, Ricciardo, and Latifi on these mediums. Probably not going to the end, but like I said, we really don't know. I would say the only drivers who can do it is Hamilton, Miney, and Deruvla, and all these guys on hards, but we'll just have to see. We're on lap 32 out of lap 50. 18 laps to go. It's going to be a spicy one. Let's get right into it. 38 on lap 50. We just had a yellow flag for a Logan Sargent lockup, and Daniel Ricciardo just came out of the pits. He just came out of the pits to go onto soft tires. He's going to be going to the end on those. So is Fernando Alonso on these hards. The first driver, I believe, to pit before was Carlos Sainz, but Alonso is the highest driver right now who has pitted for new tires. Hulkenberg is your leader right now. Could this be Hulkenberg's first podium ever, might I say? I mean, dare I ever say Hulkenberg gets on the podium? Albon currently running in 2nd. We have 12 laps to go. It's going to be tight to see if Albon and Hulkenberg can make it to the end on these tires. Same with Russell, obviously. He's on 33% tires. Piastri now looks like he's coming into the pits. Wow, they started that way early. Let's see, Piastri, he's not having a good race. He's on softs right now. He's definitely going to want to pit for probably another set of softs, I would have to say. 10 laps to go, he can easily make it to the end on softs here. Whoops, wrong button. Piastri's going on his set of, if I can see, soft tires. Yeah, Piastri going on softs to the end. But all eyes are on this battle for the lead between Albon, Hamilton, Hulkenberg, and Nicholas Latifi, of all people. I think Hamilton is the only one here that can probably go to the end and have good tires at the end of this race. The rest of these guys are going to have really worn medium tires, and obviously George Russell's going to have to pit. So we'll see when George Russell pits. But Albon and Hulkenberg, they're wasting a lot of time here. Fernando Alonso, I don't know how far back he is from the leader. Fernando Alonso is 8 seconds behind on the leader with the newest tires out of all these guys here. So we'll see if Alonso can catch up. If I were Hamilton, I would do my best to get out away from these guys here because they're costing them a lot of time. And if Alonso's on the back of Hamilton with new tires, then it might be pretty much over for Lewis. He needs to win this race. I've said this many times, to win the the standings right now. Verstappen has 100. It's a 23-point difference. So yeah, like I said, Verstappen needs to win. Or Hamilton needs to win this race to win the championship. I'm sure all you Brits right now are watching this race and you're like, oh my god, this is like the greatest race you've ever seen in your life. Obviously, I'm saying this right now as a Charles Leclerc fan. We're 3 wide. Oh my goodness, no. This could be, oh, it's so close. Hamilton, is he going to get out? No, the GOAT, Latifi, gets out ahead. Unbelievable driving for the GOAT right there. That's fantastic stuff. As we're about to go to like 9 or 11 laps to go in this race, they come across the line. Lap 40 out of lap 50. Antonio Giovinazzi is getting off those soft tires. He's coming into the pits. That frees up Fernando Alonso, who's stuck behind Ocon and Miney and Daruvula. It's going to be very exciting here. Let's see what tires Antonio Giovinazzi goes on. He's going on to softs in this race. That makes complete sense. That's what I would have done. As Hamilton now is still with DRS. Is he going to try and make a move now on Albon for the lead? Doesn't look like it, but Latifi's trying to make a move for the lead right now. Latifi back in the lead. I can't believe Nicholas Latifi's battling for the lead in another race. He just might be the biggest street race merchant of all time. He's absolutely gassing it right now. Look at Latifi, absolute GOAT status right here. With 10 laps to go, I want to run through the grid here as all these guys are having like the greatest battle in the history I've ever seen in my life. But Latifi, with 10 laps to go, is your leader of this race right now on worn tires. Alexander Albon is in P2 right now. He's running like an absolute demon. Sebastian Vettel is 81% tires that are, well, he's got 81% hard tires. Vettel, I don't know how he's managed to do this, but Vettel might be in the driver's seat for today's race. Hamilton is in third with the same, I mean, not as with more worn hard tires compared to Sebastian Vettel. I don't know how Vettel has managed to claw back this race so far, but Vettel probably going to win today. This could be terrible for Lewis Hamilton. Nico Hülkenberg is running in P4 with Kush Miney in P5 and Jehan Drubla in P6. Looks like the hard tire one stop is really working today. Somehow George Russell still hasn't pitted. He is in P8. Fernando Alonso is running in P9. Vettel is now in the lead with those beautifully nice hard tires. Esteban Ocon is in P10. Oh, looks like he was about to run in the back of him there. Daniel Ricciardo is running in 11th with Carlos Sainz in 12th. Antonelli running in 13th. Antonio Giovinazzi just pitted. He's battling his teammate right now for 13th. Oscar Piastri is also battling this guy for P14. Antonelli's in 15th now. Sargent is 16th. And the last of the runners is Jack Crawford in P17. But your race leader now is Sebastian Vettel. If I was Hamilton, you got to get out ahead of Latifi and Albon, or else this race might be over for you. Come on, Lewis. I really need to see you make some more moves here. But everybody is going to have DRS on Sebastian Vettel. Look at that. They're going to go 3 wide into this corner. 3 wide's never going to work at a street track. And it worked, but it didn't work as they really expected, as Vettel retained the lead, is still in the lead with this race. His tires are the best out of all the tires here. And Fernando Alonso, I don't know how far back he is from all these drivers. So he's 2 seconds behind this like lead group now. So if Alonso can catch up, look out, because he will be a man on a mission. We've got 5 laps to go in this World Cup, and it's a battle between Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. I can't believe this is happening. It's like a 2017, 2018 remake all over again. And Hamilton, if he wins this race, I've said this many times, he would be the world drivers champion. Unfortunately though, if Vettel or Latifi finish on the podium, I will not be able to see the cutscene because they are created drivers. But Hamilton needs to win this race. All I want to see is Lewis Hamilton win this constructors driver's title over Max Verstappen. This would be one of the greatest comebacks in Formula 1 history. Lap 45 out of 50. We're going down to the back straight now, so obviously Hamilton's going to lose a spot or two here because Vettel is right behind him on fresher tires. But look at Fernando, look at Darubala. Somehow he's up into P4. Alonso is in P6. He is on the back of this lead group here. So Hamilton, you gotta push like heck, man, because you don't want Alonso or Sebastian Vettel. Alonso's got the freshest tires out of everybody in this group. He's got the freshest tires out of everybody in this group. But look at Jehan Daruvula. He's trying to make a move now on Lewis Hamilton. As Daruvula now is up in the 3rd. Unbelievable stuff there for the driver driving for Team India, Jehan Daruvula. Oh, Fernando, we just had a crash. What just happened? Red flag is out. Lewis Hamilton has just crashed. Oh my goodness. He's out. What just happened? We have Alonso battling Hamilton. Alonso puts now Lewis Hamilton in the wall. The same thing he did to Charles Leclerc. You cannot make this up. Unbelievable. The hopes and dreams of every British person in the world right now is over. Lewis Hamilton now has DNF'd from this race. I can't believe Alonso has put Leclerc and Alonso has put Lewis Hamilton into the wall. I think Fernando Alonso has just turned into Chick Hicks, honestly. He put Leclerc, he put Lewis Hamilton in the wall, Max Verstappen's out of this race. All three title favorites are out of this race. So as Max Verstappen is going to be your driver's champion from the pit lane. Hamilton's out, Leclerc's out, Verstappen's out. This has been one of the most insane races I have ever seen. 3 laps to go. I'm giving everybody full beans. You just got to go. You got to overtake. Let's just send it, everybody. Why are you still on hard tires? I think I messed that up. Whoopsies. But yeah, it's between Vettel, Latifi, Druvilla, Alonso, Albon. I can't believe what I'm watching today. This has been one of the most insane Vegas in just F1 races ever. Sebastian Vettel is your leader right now, as we literally saw Hamilton get taken out by Fernando Alonso. Alonso, who also took out Charles Leclerc. You can't make this stuff up. Alonso was taken out two of the championship favorites in this race. I can't believe this. Verstappen's going to be your champion. Latifi has a mechanical fault. No, go Tifi. No, anyone but him, really. Somehow, I want Latifi to win this race. I don't even know if that's physically possible for him to win this race, but we got 3 laps to go here in Vegas. 3 laps to go of this World Cup. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I'm enjoying this. Obviously, I would have loved to see Charles Leclerc win this championship, but maybe Daniel Ricciardo now can, if he gains some points. I don't know why Chris Miney's still on hards. I completely messed up his strategy. Oopsies about that. But yeah, Vettel is on 90% tires. Latifi's on 97. Latifi has the best tires out of everybody here, which is hilarious. But there goes Fernando Alonso. He's sending it on Nicholas Latifi. Unbelievable scenes. Can Sebastian Vettel, if he wins, like I said, or if Latifi comes in on the podium, any of them come on the podium, I won't be able to see the cutscene, but I will be able to see the United Kingdom win the Constructors' Championship today after scoring no points at all. This is unbelievable. This has been the worst race ever for all the teams who are in the Constructors fight right now, which is crazy. Team India, Team Canada, I mean, we got Germany. Everybody is performing well right now. We're on lap 49 out of lap 50, as it's going to be a Sebastian Vettel versus Fernando Alonso battle, it looks like. Look at Latifi, he's falling back a lot. He clearly does have a mechanical fault, but Alonso is in the lead of this race. You can't make this stuff up. Alonso's winning. This is a 2012 Brazil title match right now. This has been one of the greatest 10 race stretches I've ever watched with equal cars in Formula 1 history. I hope you guys have enjoyed this World Cup as much as I have. Lap 49 out of 50. I would have loved for it to be a last lap overtake win for Hamilton, Leclerc, or even Max Verstappen, but we had none of that today. Instead of having them 3 finish, we have a triple DNF. You can't make this stuff up. As look at Daruvilla. Daruvilla is going for the win in today's race. Screw it. I'm going to tell him to use his battery. You know what? I'm going to try and manipulate this as much as I can. I want to see Daruvilla win for Team India. I think that would be the most funniest thing I've ever seen. Can Jehan Daruvilla, who got knocked out in Q1, win this race against Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso? That's 6 World Drivers' Championships between the two. And then we have Daruvilla, who's never even made it to Formula 1 before. But Daruvilla is going to make it to the lead. Oh, he's on the lead. Sebastian Vettel's in the lead, as he's going to send it to Sebastian Vettel. Daruvilla side by side with the 4-time World Drivers' Champion Sebastian Vettel. Daruvilla's in a prime spot right now to win this race. You can't make this up, and he's in the lead. Jehan Daruvilla is in the lead on lap 49 out of 50. How much battery does he have? He got 66% battery. Dude, you just got to push like absolute heck right now and defend like you've never defended before. You know what? I'm going to tell him to always defend over and high aggression here. I don't know why they were on low. But look at this. Daruvilla is in the lead on the final lap of this race. Will it be Daruvilla? Will it be Vettel? Will it be Alonso? Could it somehow be the GOAT, Nicholas Latifi here? And we got Vettel swerving. Daruvilla is given absolutely everything he has to it. What's his battery looking like? Battery's on 85%. I think he's going to have enough battery to go to the end. Let's see, Daruvilla. Come on. We can win this race, Jehan. I'm totally not the team principal for this team. Daruvilla looks like he is pulling away a little bit from Seb, but there is going to be that big DRS on. Daruvilla is absolutely flying right now. Is he going to end up winning this race? I think he might. He's got a 1.1 second lead. Daruvilla is giving it absolute full beans with the battery right now. I think he's going to win. Unbelievable stuff right now for Jehan Daruvilla. I did not think he'd be winning a race, let alone even, be in the podium at all. But we're going down to the final back straight now. I don't think it's going to be an overtake. Daruvilla is just absolutely full gassing it and going with the battery right now. I don't know, maybe Vettel's out of battery. Same with Fernando Alonso for battling that much. But Daruvilla is gone. Deruvla is absolutely gone as we have a battle between Vettel and Fernando Alonso for P2. If Alonso ends up putting Vettel on the wall, I just might lose it. That'll be hilarious. But on the final lap, the final corner of the final race in this World Cup, out of nowhere, Jehan Deruvla for Team India is going to win here in Las Vegas, and we're going to have a drag race between Vettel and Alonso. What about Hulkenberg? Can Hulkenberg get on the podium? It's a drag race. Nico Hulkenberg, no! Nico Hulkenberg was so close. Oh, no. Nico Hulkenberg was so close to getting on a podium. But take a bow. Jehan Deruvla, he saved his tires and his battery, and he wins in Las Vegas. You cannot make this up. What a performance for Jehan Deruvla. Nico Hulkenberg was 100th away from his first ever Formula 1 machinery podium. We got Vettel in P2, Alonso 3rd, Hulkenberg 4th, Latifi in 5th. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get any replays here. As Max Verstappen finally gets out of his car, he's your world drivers champion. Absolutely unbelievable. You can see the Netherlands celebrating Max Verstappen's win. So happy for them. Team India is happy as they won the race. I don't know if we're going to get any content for the United Kingdom as well because they won the Constructors' Championship. I'm not too sure because they didn't finish. But what a World Cup we just had. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting a cutscene for the United Kingdom, which is unfortunate because we had some drivers on the podium and we missed the cutscene. But guys, that is going to wrap it up for this World Cup. I'm going to take a look at the driver standings in just a little bit here. But man, that was unbelievable. You cannot have asked for a crazier final race. I just realized Jehan Deruvla did a last to first challenge in the World Cup final round. Absolutely unbelievable. This is only stuff you'll see in the 2024 Formula 1 World Cup. A podium of Deruvla, Vettel, and Alonso. Hulkenberg, look how close he was to Fernando Alonso. So close. So close to Fernando Alonso for P3. Latifi had a good race. Albon was 6th. Ricciardo 7th. Miney's 8th. Ocon's 9th. Giovinazzi is in 10th. Like I said, we saw Max Verstappen get crowned as the champion with Hamilton and Leclerc also DNFing in today's race. But guys, let's take a look at the driver standings for the final time in P1. And like I said, your champion is Max Verstappen with 122 points. Charles Leclerc was in 2nd with 108 points. Lewis Hamilton was 3rd with 99 points. Daniel Ricciardo was 4th with 82, with Fernando Alonso in 5th with 79 points. Lance Stroll was 6th with 70. He was really good this World Cup. George Russell was in 7th with 56 points. Sebastian Vettel was 8th with 52. Albon was 9th with 45. And Nicholas Latifi rounds out the top 10 with 42 points. In 11th was Jehan Deruvla. Obviously, he made up... how many spots did he make up after today's race? Jehan Deruvla made up 7 positions in the standings with his win. He's in P11 with Sainz in P12 with 38 points. Lando Norris was in P13 with 33, with Esteban Ocon in 14th with 30 points. Nico Hulkenberg was 15th with 28, with Oscar Piastri in 16th with 22 points. He was quite disappointing in this World Cup, I'm not going to lie. Antonio Giovinazzi was 17th with 20 points, with Pierre Gasly 18th with 17 points. Logan Sargent was 19th with 14th, and rounding out the top 20 in P20 is Kush Miney with 11 points. In 21st, the last driver to score is Andrea Kimi Antonelli driving for Italy with 1 point. From 22nd to 33rd, we have De Vries, Yuki Tsunoda, Pepe Marti, Jack Doohan, Richard Verschoor, Mick Schumacher, Jack Crawford, Isaac Hadjar, Gabriele Mini, Jacques Villeneuve, Juan Manuel Correa, and the GOAT Mahavir Gunavan all scored 0 points. Your constructor standings look like this. The United Kingdom is your champions with 188 points, and in P2 is the international team with 153. The Netherlands was third with 122, with Spain in 4th with 117, Canada in 5th with 112, Australia 6th with 104, Germany 7th with 80 points, India 8th with 52, France 9th with 47, Italy 10th with 21, and in dead last, we have the United States of America. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this World Cup. I had a blast making it for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it as much as I had fun making it. Huge shout out to Weekuz for making the mod. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll get back to the simulation soon, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.